For my still media critique, I wanted to show you Photoshop Express Editor. This is an online basic photo editing tool. So if you go to Photoshop.com, under the Products tab down at the bottom is Photoshop Express. When you get to that site, they have sample photos where you could see the before and after where the photos were enhanced. Okay, so I thought that was pretty cool that you can see the before and afters. Okay, I'm going to show you a little bit of how to do those things. Okay. There's also down here a features list that shows you what can be done with this editor. You can crop, straighten, and rotate pictures. You can add finishing touches, change the brightness. It's very nice because you can easily share the photos. You could either just save them to your computer or just upload them right to Twitter or Facebook or Instagram. Okay. So let me show you how that works. So if you scroll up to the top of the site and under the Tools tab, there's your Photoshop Express Editor. The first thing that it's going to ask you to do is upload a photo. And I thought that this site would be cool if you wanted to edit pictures for maybe a classroom website, if students had photos that they wanted to enhance for their projects. What I'm going to do is try to enhance an old historical photo of a car to maybe show better detail. So I'm going to upload my card. This says you just need the JPEG picture. So I have this yellow car here that I'll select. Okay. And I just want to enhance this photo. So some things that you could do if you needed to was to crop or rotate the picture. You could also resize it and zoom in. I'm not going to do those just because I think that the size and the cropping doesn't need to happen. Okay. But if you go down here to saturation, you could maybe enhance the color a little bit, make it a little brighter. Okay. So I'll do that there. If you wanted to, and just work with black and white, down in the effects over here they have where you can convert your photo to black and white if that's something that interests you. I think it's cool just to look at the different grayscale versions. However, I do like that bright yellow. Okay. You could also tint your pictures if you wanted to change the tint to these different colors. You could also do that. In fact, I kind of do like this tint here. It makes the photo look a little older. So I'm actually going to leave that. You could also sharpen some of the picture, and you get this box, so you could scroll it down. I'm going to sharpen the grill here. And it has the different grills that you could see that, you know, as I'm going through towards the right, they're being sharpened. I know the changes are subtle. I played around with this a lot, and that's one downfall I find of this basic editor, is that the changes are very subtle. Although, if you come down here where it says View Original, you can go back and see what the original picture looked like versus the picture that the new picture that we changed. Okay, so that was the old picture, and then here's the new picture. You can see the grill is enhanced a little bit. Okay. Again, here's a list of the different things that you can do if you have pictures of people that have red eye and you want to take the red eye out before you post the picture to your website. That's possible with this red eye feature here. You could adjust the white balance if you wanted to brighten up your picture, and it'll tell you which of the pictures are on the top that you should pick depending on the lighting. I'm actually going to lighten this a little bit. Maybe we'll leave it. So now you can see the original and the changed picture that we have here. You can also look under the decorating tab and add some miscellaneous items if you wanted to add some text or bubbles. I thought it'd be cool to add a frame. So if you select down here, you could make it look like a stamp. That's pretty neat. And also, this frame here makes a bunch of pictures and it all combines to make one. So I thought that was pretty nice. And then when you're done, and again I just want to view that original again so I could show you the changes that were made to that picture. Then you just click done, and then you can save your edits to the computer and then upload them to Facebook. So this is yellow car edited, so I'll leave that name and just click save. And then we're done. Some limitations of this Express editor. I thought that some of the changes were so subtle that they were barely noticeable. And I wanted to originally just change the color of the car from maybe a yellow car to a blue car, which I know you can do in other editors, but since this is the basic editor, you can't do that. So in a way, I kind of found this site to be too basic, and even though that's one of the reasons that I chose this site was because I didn't really have a lot of knowledge about photo editing, so I wanted to pick something basic, but I actually feel this was just a little bit too basic. I would have liked to change certain colors and brighten the sky, but it doesn't seem to be possible with this. But all in all, I think this is a pretty decent site for some basic photo editing. Maybe it's a place for people to start before they get into the more advanced editors. As you can see, the site was pretty reliable. The pictures uploaded fast. The changes occurred on the spot. And there were no pop-up ads to kind of distract us from our goal of editing those photos. I hope you enjoyed this critique and learned a lot. I'm looking forward to seeing yours.